A modern customs department, besides being a key component in the government's revenue collection structure, acts as a vigilant enforcing agency at the border and concurrently holds a trade facilitator role. These specific assignments are clearly manifested in the Malta Customs Department's mission statement. To strengthen the department's position in fulfilling its role of promoting legitimate trade while protecting the citizen, the territory, and its fiscal interests, today and in the future. For the department, the coming years are very challenging indeed, as it is gearing itself to embark on a program of further change and evolution through a 3-year business strategy. The business strategy document is composed of 9 sections, each one reflecting key functional areas of the department. These functional areas are supported by 37 subsections, incorporating 149 implemented measures.
We will definitely employ a can-do approach because we are staunchly resolute to continue building on the department's long tradition of excellence.
Enhance ability to identify risk, detect non-compliance, and carry out enforcement. The rapid shift to e-commerce, the introduction of innovative logistic solutions, and the major increase both in number and range of actors transacting across borders have heightened the importance of striking a balance between trade facilitation requirements and enforcement obligations. The business strategy focuses on the need to significantly enhance compliance and enforcement at the border by increasing sophisticated methodologies in order not to compromise security in the supply chain. For this reason, by the beginning of 2017, we will provide our input towards the creation of a Joint Enforcement Team, or JET, composed of members from different fiscal departments. By the 4th quarter of 2017, we will enter into negotiations with other law enforcement agencies in order to update existing memoranda of understanding and sign new ones where needed. In 2017, we will purchase another X-ray container scanner. In 2018, we will invest in a full-body scanner. In 2018, we will also invest heavily to enhance the facilities pertaining to the container monitoring unit. By the 4th quarter of 2018, we will continue to develop the K9 unit within the enforcement section, and through this strategy, we will come to a point where all containers selected for examination, with the exception of certain consignments of a perishable nature, will have to be convened to an upgraded examination facility. The new facility will incorporate a CCTV network, adequate lighting, as well as appropriate goods lifting and handling equipment. Finance. Net revenue collected by the department in 2016, that is the total revenue generated by the department, net of the collection of value-added tax, which the Customs Department collects on behalf of the VAT Department and the EU Own Resources part of import duties, is expected to reach €277 million, resulting in a staggering 8% of total government revenues. On the other hand, the estimated department's recurrent expenditure for 2016 is €11 million, that is 0.3% of total government recurrent expenditure. Therefore, for every €1 million spent, the return to the public coffers is €26 million. Deducting the required administration funds from the generated revenue, the positive surplus amounts to €266 million, equivalent to more than the total salaries and wages for the health sector, together with the total cost for medicines and surgical materials, or more than the recurrent and capital votes for the education sector, or almost half of the total public administration's wage bill. Against this background, the business strategy establishes a number of targets aimed at enhancing revenue collection and the containment of expenditure by faithfully reflecting annual economic growth rate in the year-on-year increase of import duty and excise duty collected, implementing annual budgetary measures involving excise goods and, given the inelasticity nature of certain excise goods, pursuing increases in revenues by 3.1%, 2.9%, and 2.4% respectively for the 2017 to 2019 cycle, in line with currently projected national GDP growth for the same period. And strict control on recurrent expenditure within the operational and maintenance expenses category, so that all year-on-year 2017 to 2019 inflationary effects on the current services being provided are absorbed within the 2016 outlay level. International responsibilities. The Malta Customs Department's operations and policies are intrinsically associated with the European Customs Union. Throughout the recent past, the department has evolved and played an active role in shaping the EU customs policy. However, the department's commitments go beyond, as it has the onerous task of abiding and fulfilling Malta's international obligations. This is particularly apt in its remit to foster legitimate trade flows while actively contributing to safeguarding the security and safety of the supply chain through several initiatives. Throughout the first semester of 2017, Malta will be holding the presidency of the Council of the European Union. This is of particular significance for the department since the Customs Union is one of the founding pillars of the EU. During the presidency, the customs team will be holding a total of 20 council meetings, chairing 12 working parties on the customs union, 7 customs cooperation working parties, and 1 high-level directors general meeting. The overriding objective of the department throughout the presidency will be manifested as a more competitive yet secure European Union. Accountability and good governance. The Customs Department binds itself to illustrate a culture of professionalism and practice good governance. This will be carried out by monitoring and auditing its activities and by subjecting these activities to independent autonomous audits. Several measures will be taken in this regard. A customer-centric organization. The department is committed to improve the satisfaction of its stakeholders through a customer-centric business strategy. This means that the department will maintain its commitment to enhance quality of service and procure effective provision to expert advice to support import and export of legitimate goods. One way of providing a better service is the better collaboration with the government's entity promoting business and with the business community itself. The reduction of bureaucracy is also a direct move towards our commitment for excellence. Therefore, we will invest in video tutorials on several customs procedures and electronic systems. Moreover, we will further collaborate with the Office of the Commissioner for Simplification and Reduction of Bureaucracy to increase the simplification of our procedures in order to minimize unwarranted administrative burden. The department also intends to introduce further electronic payment facilities whereby economic operators and travelers will be able to pay taxes due by credit or debit cards through an online payment application. We will also put into practice the use of e-forms and, where practicable, introduce working hours for better service to the public.
If one goes back in time, one would find customs has had a glorious history. However, if it wants to be efficient, one has to look at the future, where globalization sees a lot of trade flowing in and out with little hindrance, especially so in the European Union, and also a sophisticated crime which needs customs to reinforce itself, be well equipped, trained personnel, and highly motivated. Government intends to help customs obtain these objectives because together we feel that we can be successful, not only in fighting crime, but at the same time ensuring that consumers have a fair deal by having cheaper products, but at the same time protecting local business people from illegal trade. I'm sure that this can be done and I wish Customs all the best for the future.
Conclusion. Malta Customs is indeed geared for new challenges, and by adopting the 149 measures of this strategy, the department aims to increase its efficiency gain levels by 10% to 12%. Hence, this should reflect in an increase in trade facilitation measures to compliant traders, detections of infringements by non-compliant traders, security and safety measures, and clients' satisfaction. The Malta Customs Department, geared for new challenges.